Now let us discuss next type of subsidiary book, that is the sales book, which is also known as sales journal. So sales book or sales journal is a subsidiary book or a special journal in which credit sales of goods are recorded. So we record all the credit sales of goods in the sales book. We are not supposed to record any cash related sales in the sales book. Only credit sales are recorded here. For recording the cash sales, we record it in the cash book. Okay, children. Now, also credit sales of items other than goods dealt in by the firm, that is sale of assets, are not recorded in the sales book. So one more thing what you have to remember, same like you had in purchase book, sale of fixed asset will not be recorded in the sales book. So what all things we will not record in the sales book? The first one is cash sales will not be recorded, and the second item is sale of fixed assets will not be recorded in the sales book. And what are the things which we record in the sales book? Credit sale of goods, that will be recorded in the sales book. Okay. Now, entries in the sales book are on the basis of invoice issued to the customer with the net amount after allowing trade discounts. So children, we record the entries in the sales book on the basis of the source document, that is invoice, which is issued to the customer. Okay, so the invoice which is issued to the customer, on that basis we record the entries in the sales book. Now let us see the format of a sales book. So same like purchase book, we have to write here sales book as a title. Then we have date, particulars, invoice number, ledger folio, details, sales value. Instead of cost value, in sales book we have sales value, and freight and cartage, etc. These expenses. Then total. Okay, so sales value is same like purchase book. Sales book is same like purchase book. Only difference is in cost, we have cost value in purchase book, but in sales book we have to write the column for sales value. Okay, so this is the format for the sales book. Now let us do one problem. Record the following transaction of Messrs. Kishore and Sons, Delhi, in their sales book. So you are asked to prepare a sales book. Okay, and following transaction is given to you. So as a part of your solution, what you will write? First of all, write the title, sales book. Then prepare a box. We saw the format in an earlier slide. We have date, particulars, invoice number, ledger folio, details, and amount. You can see here the sales value and the freight and cartage column is been ignored here, because those freight charges is not given in the question. That's why they have ignored that columns. Okay, so let us see the transaction one by one. Date is not provided to you, so you can avoid that. So just see, sold to Messrs. Gupta and Verma, Delhi. You have sold some items to Gupta and Verma. This is a credit sales. So first of all, you write down Messrs. Gupta and Verma, Delhi. Okay, you can underline this after writing the name of that party. You can underline this, and just below that you write down the item which you have sold to Gupta. That is 30 shirt. It is given in the question dicto. You copy it here in the particular column. 30 shirts at the rate rupees 40 each. So 30 into 400, you will get 12,000. Okay, next is 20 trousers at the rate of rupees 600 each. So 20 into 600, you will get 12,000. Making total of this, you will get 24,000. And from this 24,000, there is a trade discount of 10%. You have sold these goods at 10% trade discount. So 24,000 into 10 divided by 100. So that discount you will reduce from the total amount. So 24,000 less 2,400. Outer column you will get the amount as 21,600. So first transaction is over. Now moving to the second transaction. What is the second transaction? Sold old furniture to Messrs. Saigal and Company, Delhi for rupees 8,000. So you have sold an old furniture. Whether it is a old furniture or new furniture, you are not supposed to record any fixed asset in the sales book. So what does that means? You are not supposed to show this item or this transaction in the sales book. Okay, so that you can avoid this transaction, you can avoid. Moving to the next transaction. Sold 50 shirt to Messrs. Jain and Sons, Kanpur at the rate of rupees 400 each. So write down the title as Messrs. Jain and Sons, Kanpur, underline it. Then write down the item which you have sold to this company, that is 50 shirts at the rate of rupees 400 each. So 400 into 50, you will get 20,000, because only one item is there. You don't have to specify that in the details. You can straight away write that total amount in the amount column. Moving to the next transaction. Sold to Messrs. Mathur and Jain, Kolkata. So two items are there. So write down Messrs. Mathur and Jain, Kolkata. Underline it and just write down below 100 shirts at the rate of rupees 400 each. So 100 into 400, you will get 40,000. And overcoat you have purchased, 10 overcoat you have purchased, and rate of one overcoat is 1,000. So 10 overcoat at the rate of rupees 1,000 each, you will get 10,000. Adding this together, you get 50,000, and from that less trade discount at the rate 10%. So 50,000 into 10 divided by 100, you will get 5,000. 50,000 less 5,000. What is the amount you are receiving or you should receive for this credit sales? 45,000 from Mathur and Jain. So for each of these parties, you got the mentioned amount. Now what at the end of that month, you will make the total of all these three amount. So adding these three amount together, you will get 86,600. That is the sales account. This amount will go to the sales account. Okay, this is the sales book, but the final result of sales book amount which you received from this particular book, that will go to sales account credit side. Got it, children? So this is how sales book is prepared. Now let us see the difference between sales book and sales account. It is same like purchase book and purchase account. This is sales book is also a part of journal book, and sales account, it's a ledger. In sales book, we don't have debit and credit column, but in sales account, we have debit column and credit column. Sales book, we record only the credit sales of goods, and in sales account, we record both credit as well as sales, cash sales of goods are recorded over here. Regarding sales book, total amount of sales book, when you close that account, when you close that particular book, whatever amount you will receive, that you will shift to or post to sales account. Okay, but when you close sales account, the amount whatever balance you got, that will be shown in the trading account. So this is the difference between sales book and sales account. Okay, both are different. Now it is time to conclude today's class. Today we saw what is subdivision of journal. From this subdivision of journal, we have studied two of the books, that is purchase book and sales book. We saw that in purchase book and sales book, we record only the credit transactions. Okay, and we don't record the sale or purchase of fixed assets in these books. These two items you have to remember, and also cash transaction will not be recorded in these two books. So do practice some more problems from your textbook. Attend the test paper attached along with this session. Meet you in the next class, in which we will study about purchase written book, sales written book, and about the journal proper. Okay, so meet you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.